Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
Use a sock. Oh yeah? How about now? Oh yes sir.
Oh.
Wait for me.
What just happened here? Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Transformers figure, and it's from Robots in Disguise Combiner Force, and it's Skyhammer. Well, Skysledge and Stormhammer to make Skyhammer. I've been wanting this guy since they announced the Combiner Force line. I think he looks a lot like a Transformers Victory figure, which is very cool. It's something new in the line we have not gotten before. So I'm happy about that. I like the something new. I was talking to my buddy TF Fan Page 101 last night, and he said this has been sitting on the shelves since like February in Canada. First time I've ever seen this guy on the shelf. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. Alright, so here we have Skyhammer in package, and I like the design. I like the look up here. The artwork looks really nice of these two characters. I would love to see these guys on the show. I have missed quite a bit of the latest season, so I don't know if they are or not on the show. If they are, leave a comment down below. But I got a feeling these are made for the toy line. I don't know. They may hit the show. They put a lot of the stuff on the show. We get Transformers. It says Robots in Disguise, Combiner Force. This is Skysledge over here, and this is Stormhammer over here. Looking all kinds of cool, and they got more of the artwork down there. Nothing, well, they got the artwork there, and it says they are Crash Combiners. So yeah, just kind of a close-up. There's the artwork at the top of the two characters. Really dig that. There is a Skyhammer himself, and I like how that's kind of arced in there. I think that looks really cool. Very good job at the packaging design. And then there is Skysledge, and then on this side it's got a wrap around, and then it's got Stormhammer, yes, Stormhammer. Back of the package, it shows these guys. You combine them together to make the bigger robot, and then it's got the two littler robots right there. So yeah, there's that, and then okay, by the way, you can combine Optimus Prime and Strong Arm. So yeah. I've seen the Strong Arm and Prime and the Bumblebee and Sideswipe. That's all we've had all summer long. This is the first time I've seen this one. I have seen the Stunticons. I think it's Dragstrip and Breakneck or something. And I may get those. I don't know. But I definitely wanted these because very different from what we've had in the past. And like I said, it's got that Transformers Victory vibe, and I'm definitely digging that. So let's go ahead and get them out of package and see what we think. So here we have Skysledge and Stormhammer out of the packaging, and I, gotta say, after messing with these, there are things I really like about the set, and then things that just kind of are bad. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, but I knew that going into the purchase. I'd watched, I think it was Bolt Matrix review on these guys, and I get where they're going with this. This is supposed to be geared towards kids. It's a toy, that's, obvious, but I think they could have executed this a little bit better. It's a great idea. It reminds me of the Duocons from when I was a kid with Generation 1, where you had like, I had the little purple jet that landed onto the tank, and then they both transformed into a robot. I thought that was really, really fun. It had its limitations too, being a G1 figure, but it feels like they could have done better with the engineering on these guys. So they are Cybertronian type of jets, and I really, really do dig this one. This reminds me a lot of what was his name from? Was it Starsaber? From Transformers Victory. That just really, really reminds me of that. I love the look. The detail's very nice. I wish they had Autobot logos on them in this mode. This guy is okay. He looks like a flying truck to me. The front end kind of messes the whole look up. It'd been nice if there was something that could have folded up to hide this, maybe. I think that would have looked better. Overall, everything else is pretty decent. I don't know about the black wings. Maybe blue wings would have been better for this guy. I don't know. I just... There's something about it. So these guys are relatively small. But yeah, not too bad. I like the vehicle modes for the most part. So how to transform them. You're going to sit this guy up like that. And then you're going to pull his arms out like this. And then you're going to lower this. You're going to lift his head up like that. And there we have Skysledge in his robot mode. And it's very basic, which is okay. I don't mind the legs. I guess you can you? Yeah, you can pull his legs out a little bit. So that's not too terribly bad. And there should have been a little bit more articulation here. These wings should have folded back, I think. So they should have been able to fold back. And he should have had at least elbow joints in the arms. Why they didn't go further with that, I don't know. I can get not having bends at the legs. Maybe. But I think that probably should have happened too. Paint apps on this guy are so-so. They're not too terribly bad, but it could use more. Just more detail in the robot mode and an Autobot logo. Yeah. A little bit of a disappointment. So this guy, the way he transforms, you have to hold this piece down, otherwise it'll spring out. So you want to pull his arms out. You're going to pull his feet up like this. This piece comes down like that, and then his head comes out, and you just rotate back. And there we have Stormhammer in his robot mode. And he's, yeah, he's just kind of... Look, see, he just falls over because, I don't know, it's the spring load mechanism that drives me nuts. Every single transformer that has these has a problem with them. So yeah, there he is, and that's the problem with this figure. It just, if it falls over, that spring comes undone, and it's a pain to get it back to go together. You just kind of have to keep snapping it together until it catches. So bothersome, just bad engineering. So taking a closer look at Stormhammer here, I like the color scheme, I like the red and the white. The head sculpt is okay, he's just missing so much paint detail here. It's just a lot of red and a lot of white, and I think it needs more. The back is basically just the jet piece there, the back end of the jet, so I mean, it's okay. We just need more paint apps on this guy. Looking at the bottom half of the figure, his feet, I think, are the biggest problem, well, aside from that spring load. The feet are not large enough to hold the body, and they tend to want to fall, and when it does fall, it springs into action and causes the transformation, which is a huge engineering problem. So taking a look at Skysledge here, he's, I think, the better of the two robots. I like his head sculpt. It just needs more paint apps on it. It needs to be a little bit bigger. There just needs to be more paint apps altogether. The arms need articulation. They need elbow joints. And then the back of the figure just basically has that truck jet thing on the back. The little green arrow, I get why they're there to kind of show kids how to plug them in. It just looks really odd, especially in the vehicle mode. So looking at Sledgehammer's legs, he's better built. I mean, he is the bottom half of the larger robot, so he's a lot more stable. He just needs to have those wings fold back. There needs to be more paint apps on here, and you know, we need some kind of knee articulation. It's a brick. That's all it is. Now, of course, the whole point to Skysledge and Stormhammer, they are crash combiners, so you can put them together and they automatically transform into Skyhammer, which is a neat little concept, but again, I don't think it was executed that greatly. So what you're going to need to do is put these guys into their vehicle modes. So I'm going to do that really quick. And blink, so there's that guy. We're going to put him into his vehicle mode right here. And Yep. So here we have in the Jesus, I hate this thing. Get in there. There we go. All right. So now they are in their vehicle modes. This mode and stay in said mode. There. Good night. That thing just pisses you off. Something fierce. Fuck you. Okay, so to transform this thing, you're going to take these two pieces right here and you're going to connect them like this, and that clicks, and then he pops like that. You're going to pull the legs out, flip these feet forward like that, and then you're going to bend the jet pieces back, and then you can bend his elbows right there. And there we have Skyhammer. So Skyhammer himself, it looks okay. I really like the concept of the Transformers of Victory looking figures. Again, it's just not engineered well. Once you get it into this mode, it's nice and stable. And it will forever stay in this mode on my shelf because it pisses me off. Stormhammer's little spring load action is just crap. It really, really is. Now, articulation, he doesn't have any really, except for his arms. Look at that. It just, this thing, it moves up like that, and that's about it. And when it's like that, the spring load action, he's got this kind of flappy arm thing right here. He's like, oh yeah, I suck so bad. I'm good at it. Oh, I hate you. I'm just kidding. I don't hate you. I just hate your transformation and your jet mode. It's just really, really bothersome. So taking a closer look at Skyhammer himself, the overall design I like. I like the color scheme. I like the black and the red and the white and the blue. I think the head sculpt looks nice. I like the Autobot logo and the design on his chest. The blue highlights on his arm look good. The wings are nice. He's very, very thin though, and you can kind of see the robot parts hanging out the back, but again, that's okay. I don't mind that. My biggest gripe, and it's this upper torso, is the spring load action just doesn't click tight enough, and any little thing will set it off and just annoy any adult collector. And then finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure, much more stable. I like this part a lot better because it doesn't fling out of my hands. My biggest drawback on this, no knee articulation, and those black wings on the legs need to fold backwards. It seems very lazy to me, the way the thing was designed. And that's a shame because it's a great concept, and I love the design aspect of the two characters and the combination form. For comparison, here we have Skyhammer with a Deluxe Class Titans Return figure, Chrome Dome, and he's about the same height. However, he is super thin in comparison to this guy. So, yeah, I mean, I like the idea of two little like mini-cons coming together to make a larger robot. It's just badly executed, and I think this would have been better if we had gotten two deluxe figures that actually transformed. Don't use the spring load craptastic gimmick, but actually make them transform and combine. Kind of like, what was it, the Energon or Cybertron figures way back in the day did that. The Transformers Go figures, those kind of things. I think it would have been a much better execution than what was presented. So is Skyhammer something you want in your Transformers collection? I'm gonna say no, not really. I hate to say it, the thing's overpriced. It's $15. This is not a $15 toy. Even if it worked really well, it wouldn't be worth $15. This is a $10 toy maximum. The biggest problem with this is the spring load action. As you've seen in the video, any little thing will set it off and it doesn't want to go back together. The other problem is the lack of articulation and paint. It just needs more paint attention. some Autobot logos, and it needs more articulation. I think the figures are too small for what they're trying to do. Again, if they made these deluxe figures that transformed like Transformers Go figures, I think it would have worked a lot better. You know, kids are probably going to like it, but they'll probably get annoyed with the little spring load, just like an adult would. I love the aesthetic. I love the Transformers Victory look, but unfortunately, that's the only thing that this has going for him, and he's going to stay like this up on my shelf. So, for better or for worse, and unfortunately it's the worst, there he is, Skyhammer from Transformers Robots in Disguise Combiner Force.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.